Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. South Carolina Gamecocks. What a game and what potential. Team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell. Taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fuller. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we look out, quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Got his man. Just get. Defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Noles are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Scrambling away. He's going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
He's got the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throws and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. In this drive, you can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure.
And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's moving out of the pocket. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick.
Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Reeled it in, and just made the house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's in goal. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll find 49. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early.
He's going to fire deep. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by just one over Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive.
Going downfield for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Noles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 28. South Carolina, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes his connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to ride this running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, wants to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And the timing just a hair off. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. After the misfire, now on second down. Off play action. Floating away. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible play and a big loss. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're bringing heat. Buys a little time. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stun. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got time. They've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes,
looking for a huge play. Got it. They will score. Touchdown Seminoles.
well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Noles will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together to start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down, using his feet to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass.
Incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Florida State. And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quarterback checking the play. Motion from the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The give to the back. Smashes through. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Oh, nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck and make a stop on this goal line standing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Using his feet. Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the defense doing it. Committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Power football with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's taking the shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown Seminoles. And the route is on.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Minnesota. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Handoff to the single running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He's in open space downfield. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
South Carolina, 20.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession, Jesse.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Running back searching for a hole. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tags on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 70. South Carolina, 20.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or
headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
42 Spider. Reload. Unlock.
They'll go to the counter. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 12, set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19s. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayo. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Coming after it. Going over the top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. On on the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Touchdown, no! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
From the 37-yard line, moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Floats it out in space. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. He's right on target. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Wants to throw on second down. Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their